There's a very specific moment most people don't talk about. It's not when you buy something expensive. It's not when your salary jumps. It's when you open your bank app and you don't feel the urge to close it immediately. No spike of anxiety, no mental math. That feeling doesn't come from being rich. It comes from crossing a line most people don't even know exists. Scroll through finance content online and you'll notice a pattern. 6 figures, 7 figures, early retirement, passive income replacing your job. They jump from zero to the finish line and wonder why so many people feel stuck. The truth is, wealth doesn't change your life all at once. It changes it in layers. And the first meaningful layer has nothing to do with being wealthy. It has everything to do with not being fragile. That's what $10,000 really represents. When you have little or no savings, your life runs on a tightrope. Everything works until it doesn't. One unexpected bill can throw your entire month off balance. This is what keeps people stuck. Not lack of intelligence or effort, but constant pressure. When you're under pressure, your brain prioritizes survival. You don't think about optimization. You don't think about investing. $10,000 isn't magical, but it's enough to change how pressure feels. At this level, a broken appliance is annoying. Once you reach $10,000, something subtle happens. You stop thinking in days and weeks and start thinking in months and years. Your internal dialogue changes. How do I make this last? What's the smartest move here? What does this cost me long term? This is where people misunderstand financial growth. Here's something most people don't realize. Even if you don't invest a single dollar yet, $10,000 still changes your trajectory. Why? Because it creates optional time. Time to think, time to learn, time to choose. Time is leverage. And once you have leverage, better decisions become possible. Now let's talk about money doing work, because this is where momentum becomes visible. When you invest small amounts, returns feel symbolic. A few dollars here, a few dollars there. It doesn't change how you live, so it doesn't feel motivating. But at $10,000, returns start to register. A normal market year can generate money that pays a bill, covers a month of groceries, offsets a major expense. Nothing fancy changed. Same investments, same risk, same effort. Only the scale change. That's when people finally understand what compounding means, not intellectually, but emotionally. Building wealth is like pushing a massive boulder uphill. At the beginning, it barely moves. You question if it's worth it. Progress feels invisible. Most people stop here. $10,000 is when the boulder finally starts rolling. Not fast, not downhill, but forward. Momentum is everything. To reach $10,000 from zero, you had to change how you behave. You tracked spending. You delayed gratification. You stayed consistent when it wasn't exciting. You care less about tiny expenses and more about structural ones. You stop arguing with yourself about coffee and start thinking about housing, income, and investments. Because you finally see where money actually moves the needle. This isn't laziness, it's clarity. When you're broke, your job owns you. You can't push back. You can't negotiate. You can't take risks. You're operating from fear. But with $10,000 saved, you gain something powerful. Negotiation space. You don't need to quit. Just knowing you could survive without this job changes how you show up. Confidence increases. Boundaries strengthen. Opportunities open. People say money attracts money. What they really mean is this. Money creates options. When you have no buffer, you can't act, even when good opportunities appear. When you have savings, you can evaluate instead of automatically saying no. This applies to career moves, education, small investments, side projects. Many people hit $10,000 and immediately undo it. They upgrade their lifestyle. New car, expensive trip, bigger commitments. They confuse progress with arrival. $10,000 isn't the destination, it's the foundation. Spending it resets you back to fragility. Protecting it allows everything else to grow. Most people don't fail financially because they earn too little. They fail because every raise comes with new obligations. More payments, more fixed costs, more pressure. $10,000 gives you a chance to break that pattern, to let progress show up as security, not just consumption. But it feels powerful. It buys peace of mind. It buys better sleep. It buys better decisions. $10,000 isn't about money. It's about control, optionality, psychological safety. It's the line between reacting to life and designing it. If you're working toward your first $10,000, don't rush it and don't quit. This stage is slow by design, but once you cross it, the game quietly changes. And the people who understand this early build momentum that lasts for decades. Your future self is already benefiting from the decisions you're making today. Do not give up, keep moving, you will smile soon. If you like this video, please subscribe, follow, like, and share. Your support means the world. Thank you.